Hello, YouTube. Hello, Periscope. It's Jovi Beauty, and welcome back to the Jovi B Show. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How is everyone doing today? I hope you are doing great, as good as could be expected. And I hope this Monday is starting off, semi decent, kind of decent. I don't know, but so. We're going to talk about Asian Brat, aka Asian doll. Child, don't ask me. I don't know. I thought her name was Asian doll until I saw something earlier today that said her name is Asian the Brat. I don't know. Okay, but we're going to talk about her and some comments she recently made. She made over the weekend regarding colorism, light skin privilege. And yeah, people are thoroughly upset. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now, like it later, just like the video, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I just ate. I only eat 1 hour a day. I just ate, so I'm just feeling like, woo, but bear with me. Don't forget to like this video. Follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please follow, okay? And please subscribe. Hold on. Let me click on this really quick. Hold up. I'm trying to get here. Let me mute it. Yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on my other social media platforms. And also, if you have not realized,
I only eat 1 hour a day. I just ate, so
okay, I had to mute it. If you have not realized, we currently have membership, okay? We have memberships, so become a member of the Jovi B experience. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. Hold up. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how do I do certain things. But yeah, we have memberships available. So support your girl, support the channel. And I guess let's go into this whole Asian doll situation that occurred. Okay, so I got screenshots, y'all. I would have sent it to my computer, but the way my food was set up, I was not worried about that at the moment. Okay, I was hungry. I am on a fast where I can only eat 1 hour in a day. Okay, so leave me the hell alone. Before we begin, I do want to shout out Nikita Harper for sending a donation to the channel. You are thoroughly appreciated, Nikita. Thank you so much. So where is it? Let's get to it. So she posted, I guess I could send this to myself and click it so we can. Okay, so basically while I do that, let me just say what occurred. Okay, so she says, from what I comprehended, she said something about, I guess, everybody who's light skinned now, everybody's screaming Black Lives Matter, but there is a problem in our community with colorism, right? Because, those same light skinned girls who scream, you know what, let me just read it instead of having to post it, because I should have did that early. And if I didn't do it, then I ain't got no business doing it now. Listen. So she wrote verbatim. Okay, she deleted it, but screenshots everywhere. A lot of light-skinned girls posting Black Lives Matter, like you hoes not something that's blocked out too. Y'all bully dark, maybe it says racist or colorist, I don't know, colorist too. Y'all bullied dark-skinned girls all your lives, thinking y'all was better than us, talking about our skin called us monkeys. You hoes fraud, but keep spreading fake love. You hoes will never understand us. I was like, damn. When I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, all right. That's what we're doing. Oh, okay. Then she took that, I guess she posted that on the on Twitter. Then she reposted it on the IG and she captioned it for everybody who's mad about me speaking, half of this shit is cut off. About me speaking out about them being a colorist is weird. I'm speaking on this for all the Black girls who experience this shit, not just selfish something, who think the world revolves around them. The topic is 1,000% true, and I'm tired of coming across videos. Shit cut off. But I got some more screenshots, y'all. She wrote in another thing about our skin color. Oh yeah, calling us monkeys. You hoes fraud, but keep spreading fake love. You hoes will never understand us, right? Then you told no lie about that. She said, I have been bullied since middle school about my color from light-skinned females, all behind men. It could be anything. It was bullied behind that shit. So everything you talked about, I felt it. I guess that's one of the people that commented on it. She said, light-skinned bees way evil and jealous to dark-skinned girls than a white folks. But that's a different blunt topic. Then she said, bees are so dumb. Like, how the F are light-skinned girls evil and jealous? Go educate yourself before you fix your mouth to say some ignorant shit like this. The focus is Black Lives Matter, not who's jealous of who. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's it. Okay, then I have another one where she said, bees are weird about anyone. Bees are weird, but anyway, sorry. I'm starting a program for little Black girls and teenage girls. Even adults are welcome. We'll get together every Friday and Saturday and talk about everything going on in that life. We will do each other's makeup and make sure these beautiful Black queens grow up loving themselves. That's sweet. Okay, I want to know what y'all think about it. You want to know what I think about it? I guess that's why y'all here. You want to know what I think about it. Well, let me get some water. I believe as a Black woman, as a dark-skinned Black woman, I second her notion. There was a little girl on social media, like 2 weeks ago, a little dark-skinned girl, and her mother was combing her hair, I believe, and she was like, she's ugly. She started crying and shit. It was really sad. And I also did see a video of some other mixed, lighter skin YouTubers, right? Little girls themselves. Their mother was showing them the video to get, I guess, their interpretation of what was going on. And the girl just said she was ugly. Nothing about her skin complexion, nothing about nothing. But the other little girls who were commenting on it were lighter skin, had, looser texture hair or whatever. And they were like, oh, she's beautiful. She should just be happy with the color, what the color she is, because she can't change it. And like, even other little girls are able to pick up on this. Like, why when we don't ever want to acknowledge when certain things are just a reality. Yeah, right now we are dealing with, white supremacy and all of that, and colorism is not at the top of the list right now. I do get that. Colorism is not on the top of the list at the moment. We're trying to get from underneath these Caucasians' knees, okay? But it does not change the fact that it's true. No one says, every light-skinned girl is just wicked, or like some light-skinned girls didn't get bullied by dark-skinned girls. But let's not act like that is not the reality of the world. Let's not act like half of these celebrities are with some, white or racially ambiguous Black girl. There aren't too many of them who even, date someone who is like my complexion. Let me not acknowledge, I have to acknowledge the fact that as a dark-skinned Black woman, well, I've said this before, but as a dark-skinned Black woman, it's not necessarily as easy as if I was a lighter skinned Black woman. I recognize the fact that I do have what is considered pretty privilege. You know, I do have the privilege of being Panamanian, and to a lot of people, you know, a lot of people that I knew, especially when I was younger, growing up, that was, I guess that worked for me. You know, I'm Black, but you know, she's exotic or something. You know, you're dark, but it's always a but. You know, you're dark skinned, but you know, she's really pretty. Or she's dark skinned, you know, you're pretty for being a dark skinned girl. And or, you know, she's dark skinned, but she's Hispanic. So, you know, but she's exotic. So, you know, I have to recognize that. And every other Black girl in this country doesn't have being Panamanian to fall back on. You know, doesn't have those things to fall back on. And this is just the reality of our world. You know, the reality of the world is, you know, white is right. White is right. And even in our little own communities, you know, we can't sit up and say that, you know, light-skinned people in general, you know, not even just girls, light-skinned people, you know, the females, males are put on a pedestal a lot of the times. You know, and darker skinned people are made to feel ugly, inadequate, and, you know, I did hear that a lot of people were like attacking her. And to me, those people are the equivalent of the Karens in the world, the equivalent of the white men who want to run around and scream that there is no racism. And, you know, when shit hits you, a lot of people can't deal with the reality of shit. You know, people don't want to be called out on their privilege. You know, I've told y'all the story before. You know, I told y'all my daughter she's not high yellow. She's brown skin. She has a whole bunch of light skin, brown skin friends. She has a long hair, you know, and her really close friends have really long. They're light skinned girls with long hair, right? And back in like kindergarten, first grade or something, there was a situation with this little girl who looked like me, you know, and I had to have a whole conversation with her. Like you have to have, you know. I had to have a conversation with her to make her comprehend that, you know, that little girl looks like your mommy when your mommy was little. You know, that little girl looks like your mommy when they was little. Things that y'all are, you know, picking on this girl for isn't really that deep. Y'all wouldn't do it to this one. It wouldn't happen to you. Why is people picking on her? Why are people talking about her hair? She doesn't have the same type of textured hair as you do. You know, you have to, these kids pick this shit up from the world. Let's not act like shit. Let's not act like the majority of television shows, everything shows the ideal Black girl as some interracial looking girl. You know, you have to be able to have these conversations. And I was able to have a conversation with my kid to make her see, you know, at a young age, make her see it for what it is and adjust herself, because I don't want her to grow up to believe that this girl is less than her because she's not of their complexion or she doesn't have their same hair texture. You know, it's like it's just so normalized. And the fact that we want to sit up and act like it's not true because we don't want to acknowledge, a lot of us don't want to acknowledge that we teach our kids this shit, is bullshit. You know, how many times have we heard, you know, you're so Black, you know, you cute for a dark skinned girl. Like, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I say all the time, complexion has nothing to do with facial, you know, with your aesthetics and you being pretty or not. But to the majority of this world, majority of Black Americans, because now we're talking about in our culture, to the majority of people in our culture, it has a lot to do with it. Okay? A lot of people in our culture, you know, and I saw Asian doll made a video, whatever the frick her name is, made a video coming at Mariah Lynn. Why is Mariah Lynn in this conversation? Why is Mariah Lynn in this conversation? She might be Puerto Rican, but what the fuck that got to do with the price of tea in China? I'm Panamanian, but I'm black first. Mariah Lynn is Puerto Rican. She's a white girl. Mariah Lynn jumped her ass up in this conversation just like some little white girl wanting to poke her fucking nose and shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. And Asian dogs said it. Just because you suck black, don't mean you have a fucking, you ain't the light skin, you're not even a light skin girl we're talking about in this situation. That's what we're talking about in the black community. We're not talking about, you know, the Hispanics who look like, you know, natives or white women or who are white women. We're talking, or you know, the mixed girls or the whatever. We're talking about black people. No matter your ethnicity, no matter your nationality. And where the fuck did Mariah Lynn come from? Who gave this girl, who told her she had the right to even speak on this damn topic? Let's just start there. Who told that little girl, that little white girl, she had any sort of feedback that any of us gave a fuck about? That's the problem. Too many times people always, every time, just, and I'm gonna take this over there, you know, with race. Anytime we as black people bring up the realities of this fucking world, there are what they say, 38% of, you know, white America want to act like the shit ain't fucking true. They get angry, they get mad, they all upset because they know it's true and they don't want to acknowledge it. It's the same shit over here. Whenever you call somebody on the reality of shit and the reality of their shit and they're too pussy to acknowledge, yeah, you know, it is what it is. Let's not act like it ain't, like I can't stand that. At least acknowledge the shit. Acknowledge the shit. Look, the Asian doll ain't tell one damn lie. We got a donation. Oh, did I pay $3 to Facebook? Why the hell did I pay $3 to Facebook? We did not get a donation. Facebook just charged me $3. Well, me and Facebook gonna have a situation. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, why I set this video up a while ago, right? I set this video up a while ago, and I want to click on this first comment, because this first comment was here like probably 3 hours ago, child. What time did they post this? This post was here since 3:30. Rockstar Glam, who looks like, I don't know, light might be a little off, but Rockstar Glam, Mona, okay, I don't know if she's in the chat, okay, but she popped up on here, left this message 3 hours ago, almost 3.5 hours ago. She looks to be of a lighter hue. I don't know. She looks lighter than me, but again, who knows with the lights and the Photoshops. I found that interesting because back when she did a Vlad interview, Vlad asked her about this, and that bird laughed as if it wasn't real. See, look, I found this offensive. One, you're not a normal subscriber, so you was probably looking into Asian doll shit, you know, probably feeling away. Called her a bird. Okay, again, I don't really, y'all know I don't really fuck with the dolls, but you know, you call this girl a bird, and then you're talking about a Vlad TV interview. Let me explain colorism to you, okay? That colorism is black girls out here running, you know, black American girls for the most part, you know, trying to grasp having something else in them. Kind of like me being Hispanic, right? trying to grasp to say, I have Indian in my family. Like that whole phase when there was tons of Black Americans that wanted to be everything but African. You know, they're Native American, they're everything but African. How many what do you call those DNA tests over the years have we watched people, whether on online or on just on somewhere, get a DNA test, and be like, because I got Indian in my family, because because of the hate they've experienced growing up. They try to make up for it by trying to claim something else. Okay, just because Asian doll at a time in her life, when she was less comfortable with the blackness that is her, wanted to claim some part of Asian, that was foolish. I agree. It was foolish, but that does not negate what she said now. That doesn't make her a bird. And I don't think you have the right to come on my channel when you're not even a regular viewer and talk about this girl and try to like, what was 3 hours? No, I lied, because this live was initially set for 9:00 tonight, and I changed it to 7. Okay, so in her mind, I'm gonna assume she thought it was 5 hours before the live even started and dropped this comment. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Why is she a bird? Is Dream Doll a bird? I would like to ask this girl, is Dream Doll a bird? Is all of these girls who do the same exact thing but are of a lighter hue, are they birds? Are they birds? Are they whore? Are they all of these things? I can't. I don't, and I don't mean to point her out or just to try to, we have to think about what we say. We have to think about the things that we say, because they have repercussions. Okay. I didn't realize that people were still calling people African booty scratchers. I'm going to be 40 years old at the end of the year. I didn't realize that people were still calling people African booty scratchers. Shit is crazy. This shit is crazy that I've experienced this shit 30 years ago, and this shit is still happening. Then you wonder why these Black women are running around not feeling secure in themselves, not willing to, wearing these dumbass wigs. Y'all know how I feel about the wigs, y'all. But it's understandable, because people your whole life, a lot of these people from their parents to, from their parents to just whoever, their parents do this shit to them. People's parents do this shit to them. Favor the lighter skinned child over. Let's not act like, listen, you can try to say, oh, I treat my kids the same, but let's not act like this is not the reality of so many people's lives. Let's not act like attacking a girl's, complexion negatively forever, and everyone telling her that she's too dark, that her complexion does not equate to beauty at all. It does not equate to beauty at all. And if you just so happen to be beautiful, it's in spite of the fact that you're Black, or in spite of the fact of your complexion. That shit is fucked up. That shit is fucked up. And it needs a light to be shined on that. Again, of course, not all I know light-skinned girls who don't act like that. We all know light-skinned girls that don't act like that, but let's not act like we don't know that we don't know a shit ton of them that do. Let's not act like this don't happen in families, households, grandmamas, your aunties and them praising this one because she light and she got the loose curl hair, and talking shit about your hair every time they gotta comb it. Damn, your hair so hard and nappy. Like they don't have the same type of hair that's on your fucking head. but it's just so ingrained in our subconscious that they just do the shit. And it's not malicious. I would hope it's, I 80% of the time, it's not malicious. It's just shit that's ingrained in you, in our culture, in our society. I'm gonna get to the comments. I've been talking for 25 minutes. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we have memberships now, so please join your girl. Okay, hold up, let me see something. I'm trying to figure something out. I gotta figure some things out in a few. Okay. All right, let me get to these comments. Hey, Angel, how are you? Hey, Nat. Hey, Swerve. Thank you for joining us on the YouTube via the Periscope. Hello, Sheila. How are you? Hey, Mahogany Boo. Hey, Princess. Oh, Swerve says I'm his future wife. Thank you so much. Hardwick says we stand with Asian Doll. Foxy Brown calls herself China Doll, and Nikki calls herself Harkamo. I don't know. I can't pronounce that. Barbie. Hello, everyone that's watching on Twitter, aka Periscope. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Lainey, how are you, boo? Aaron, Mind Over Matter, how are you? Hey, Armin. Armin said, thank you for having the conversation. Listen, y'all know I like to talk about things that I think that I find interesting, because if it's something that I don't really find interesting, I'm going to talk for like 2 minutes and then I'm like, all right, I'm done, because I don't care. But this is something that I care about, even though, yes, I believe that it needs to get addressed, like for real. But at this exact moment, I don't know, but let's not act like it's not happening. She did say that she had like thousands of girls in her DMs telling her thank you, because this is like, but you know what? Maybe this is the time, because maybe it needs to start. Maybe we just need to knock all of this shit out and call all of these spades at the same fucking time. Like, it don't make you better because you light skin, or it don't make you better because you dark skin. Listen, I tell y'all all the time, an ugly bitch is an ugly bitch, no matter what complexion you are. And beauty is beauty, no matter what complexion you are. Okay, I don't think you should be judging people on their complexion, Black people on their complexion. Like, can we get past that? Can we get past that? Could we not act like, because it's just, it doesn't change anything. Because to white people, we all niggas. A light-skinned man is just as able to get a foot on his neck as a dark-skinned man is, and vice versa. So we need to fix that amongst ourselves, but that's more of in our homes, raising our children better. Like I said, when my daughter, she didn't, her friends, they didn't think about that shit. They didn't even comprehend, they never said anything about her complexion, about the girl I'm referring to. They didn't say, I didn't hear anything about her complexion, but it did not, as a parent, we have to be aware. I'm aware enough to say, you and all your little friends is light skinned with long hair, and this little girl, is dark like mommy and have a hair texture like mommy. What's the problem? Do y'all even comprehend why Y'all don't like her. She quiet. She don't fuck with nobody. Do y'all comprehend why? She couldn't. And she fixed it. I will say, and I give it to my boo. She fixed it. She went and she made sure her friends ain't fuck with old girl no more. And this was like in kindergarten or first grade or some shit. And it's all good now. But if you don't call it, because what? Because you don't want to make your kid. No, you have to call it. Because a lot of the times, a lot of this shit, again, is subconscious. Subconscious. These kids watch TV, peer pressure, the other little girls will do it. And, y'all all friends and, the target the other. Because in the school, everybody black. So this is a situation where, the other are still of the same race. And you have to call it. You have to call it. Okay. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platforms, Jovi Beauty on all platforms, and follow my other page, Jovi B Styles, where I'll be posting 3 days a week. 3 days. It's a lifestyle channel, so yeah. And side note, I will not be on tomorrow because your girl is going out and protest. Okay, I'm out and about. I may come live. It depends on what the fuck is happening. But that's it. But I will be taking video. So I expect that video on Wednesday. Lori said it's the brother's fault, especially the one in the industry. We should stop supporting their asses. Like I previously said, yes, black men, need to do better. But I say all the time, who's raising these men? This is a family issue. This is how you raise your kids. I really believe that. You raise your kids to, it's the same equivalent of raising your kids to, your son to not see good in black women. So he go out and run to some white girl. It's a lot of people who do that. It's a lot of people who give bad examples and raise a situation and create a situation where their sons want anything but them, but anything like them. A lot of these same little girls who are in a household who are told that they are better, special, better, or put on a pedestal because they're lighter, they have lighter eyes, they have different texture hair. There are boys most of the time who are in this house who listens to this, who hears this, okay? They hear, we as parents, raise our generation. We can't just say, because, rappers don't. I tell you all the time, I have 5 fucking brothers, and near one of them would look me in my face and tell them that they love the white girl. No. Not a one of them. They might fuck them, but they would never bring them home. Why? Because I made it abundantly clear from we were little kids that that's not it. That what is expected from them. Those colorblind people create kids who feel deficits within themselves, in my opinion, and who needs to dilute their black, and that's where that goes. Okay, so I'm gonna say, Lori, that I really think this is a family thing. I don't know why Mariah Lynn was opening her mouth. East 30 Seconds said, okay, because some light-skinned folks are not attractive. I'm light-skinned, so I say this honestly. I say that all the time. I've been saying that since I was little. I got that after, I got that. I'm going to say I was able to get that early. I used to have this girl. I told y'all about this story. Let's call her Laura. This girl, Laura. In ninth grade, she was light-skinned. She had hazel eyes. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know how this shit started. I swear to you, I don't know how this shit started. But like, she had a real issue with me. I didn't do anything. I guess I did not act like the world revolved around her, because to me it didn't. To me, I didn't think she was pretty. To me, I thought she looked like a piglet. I thought she looked like Miss Piggy. I didn't think but I never called her a piglet. Well, I did after all the shit, but I never, I just was not enamored. That's it. I was not enamored by her. And something happened one day in a classroom, and some boy was fucking with me, like throwing a ball, like trying to hit my foot or whatever for me to pay attention to him. And she said some shit. I don't remember what she said because she's not important, but it was something. And she made a remark about my complexion, right? And it was like if that's all you got, but that's me. Another chick would have like fallen apart behind that shit, but she made a comment about it, and I was just like, well, I don't remember what the fuck I said. All I know, me and this girl fought 9 times. You know what it is to fight a bitch 9 times? All because she was mad I didn't want to drink her light-skinned Kool-Aid. That's really what it came down to. I didn't care. And it got even worse when our mothers had to finally come to this damn fight. Her mother made a complexion about comment about it. And my mother is not as dark as me. She's not light-skinned, but she's like browner than me. My mother had to get in that ass. We raise our kids like this. I had to fight this fucking girl. I beat her ass. Now she was mad. That's why she kept coming back to fight. I don't know why she kept coming back to fight. I had to leave the school. Okay, I had to make a decision. Do I want to go to 10th grade, still fighting this bitch over some bullshit, or go to a new school? And I ended up going to a new school because I just couldn't comprehend, because at that time, for my 14, 13, I don't remember how I was, 13 probably. And my 13-year-old self, she needed me to bow down to her superiority. And because I didn't want to bow down to her and her light-skinned, hazel-eyed, pigly-looking self, it was a fucking problem. She looked like a pig. She said, Sonia said, light skins who deny colorism are the all lives matter folks of the Black community. That, yes, absolutely. Like, you can say, yeah, I'm light skinned. I don't act like that. You can say that. You can say, it's fucked up. It happens. I don't do that. My kids, I don't raise my kids like that. Yeah, you can say that. To say that shit don't happen, or to revert to say, some dark-skinned girl picked on me in high school. How many light-skinned girls picked on her? Okay, that does not take that away. How many of you and your friends picked on her all the way through elementary and junior high school? In high school, she smacked your ass, and now all of a sudden the dark-skinned girl bullied you. How that work? You pick on somebody. That's like these fucking Caucasians out here, do shit. And when you turn around, you punch them in their face. You wrong. You attack them. They didn't do nothing to you. Lori said, I remember the game had a dating show with nothing but light skin or non-Black women, then broke his dark skin mom out saying how he loves her so much, but you think she's ugly. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm talking about. The game couldn't be my son. Who are their mothers? Because I'd have told you. My mouth, y'all think my mouth is hell. Ask my daughter about to put her, be like, Mom, but you can't say stuff like that. I will tell you, more people, we need to be honest. You need to tell your sons. That is, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, I want black babies. So you need to be bringing home a black woman, bro. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like I said, I have 5 brothers. 5 of them. Not a fucking one of them. Maybe one of them might. But no. Black women. Why? Because they see them in esteem. They see them as goals. They see them as, because this is how they were raised. Nobody was in a house, even, and we're Panamanian, we're Hispanic. Then nobody was in a house degrading the dark-skinned woman. That's what happens when you degrade and you make comments and you laugh and you kiki with your little 3-year-old son there, with your 5-year-old son there, with your 10-year-old son there. When you talking shit about, you could talk about a bitch all day. Y'all know I call a bitch ugly in a heartbeat. But I don't ever attack a bitch complexion. But let's not act like too many of y'all don't do that. With your little sons there. And you ingrain in their head that black is bad. That he needs to go for the lightest bitch he can find. Or that will take him. If any man does not go for a representation of his mother, in my opinion, his mother was trash for the most part. Like, all you date is white women and your mama black, I assume that there was a lot of trash ass situations and behaviors growing up in your household that you associate with black. Let me tell you about, I know a someone, do I want to say this? I know a boy who who is married to a white woman, who, in my opinion, has racial, I'm not going to call her racist, because her children are related to me. So I'm not going to call her racist. She has a lot of racial undertones. Her parents are definitely racist. Okay? And I know for a fact, because I grew up with this boy. I grew up watching him. I know the mama, we're related. I'm not going to go in because I'm not going to get specific. He's with, and before her, he was with another white girl. He dates white girls because growing up, his mother was not ideal. His mother was a gambler. His mother, even though his parents were married, both black, dark like me. Okay, both of them. He's dark. We all dark, but his parents still married, been married for like 50 years. Damn, too much information. Anyway, he's with her because he has a negative view of black women based off of his experience watching his mother and her addiction, gambling addiction, no other addiction, her addiction, the effect those things had on the family. He has a negative, we spoke about this. He has a negative mental connotation with black women because of this shit. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's the reality of the world. And y'all know I like to deal in reality and not shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And I'm saying I'm saying we as mothers, just like I gave the example, I could have just let my kid do what she was doing. Her friends, I set my kid up, honestly, if her homegirls would have been on some other shit, she could have been targeted too. Like, what you mean? but me as a parent we as parents have to foster this shit. We have to foster this change. We can't just watch the shit go down. We can't perpetuate the bullshit. And then be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why my son only date light-skinned girls. What you mean you don't know? You told your daughter she was black her whole life. I was about to say something. Jesus! Woo! I'm not gonna say it. It was about to slip out my mouth, boy. I'm not gonna say it. You cannot tell people, your children, okay, you so black. You better marry I know I've watched people do this, you better marry someone because if you marry a dark-skinned woman or man, you're gonna have a baby, you have a black baby too. How much people, well, this is Caribbean language, but how much people say that in whatever community you come from? How much people say shit like that? And you think that shit is not being ingrained into these kids' heads? Mariah Lynn always wants someone to know her mom is Puerto Rican, her dad Irish. This is not her conversation. Puerto Rico is not a race. Puerto Rican is a nationality, a culture, and she's only half Hispanic. But what does being Hispanic got to do with your race? Nothing. I keep saying that. She said many people, Chris Brown. Chris Brown is a boy who was raised by a colorist mother. What do you expect from a colorist? What do you expect? That's the reality is. Look at his mother. His mother told you. He told you. Everything in them told you. Hey, Tutu Thing. And again, anybody, just a quick side note. I am going to be posting the winner of the scale challenge on this weekend on the second channel. You have to comment on the last video I posted, make a comment, make sure you're subscribed to that channel and this channel, and I will randomly pick somebody out of that, group as the winner, and you will be getting this shit on Monday because I needed to get the hell out of my house. There you go, Lori. It's not your complexion that makes you pretty or ugly. It's your features. I say that all the time. People be thinking I be trying to no. I think there are a lot of butt ugly light-skinned people. Butt ugly. I think we are beautiful. Because they have to. Cinnamon asks why people can't accept colorism as a real thing, because they'll then have to acknowledge what they did was fucked up. People don't want to acknowledge the damaging, lasting effects of the shit that they do to other people. People always want to play victim and act like everything, it will attack me, but they don't ever want to acknowledge or see, the fucked up shit they do. Human nature sucks. Well, but I let me not stop, because then somebody gonna say something. She said, I've never seen Asian Doll laugh about this type of situation. That was Cash Doll that downplayed it and basically said it didn't exist until it happened to her. Oh, so the first girl who made a comment 3 hours before the live started, who wanted to try to, automatically knock into the whole Asian doll topic. Oh, I do remember Cash Doll saying that. And we made a video about it when Cash Doll said that. And I said, and I say it then, and I say it now, Cash Doll is beautiful. Cash Doll has 3-type hair. Okay? Cash Doll has a privilege. As a pretty woman, you have privilege. Okay, I am a pretty woman. I have a lot of privilege that a lot of people don't have. I would be a fucking asswipe if I did not acknowledge that or act like that shit is true. Cash Doll is an asshole when she act like that shit didn't happen until it directly affected her at the moment. Like, don't do that. This shit happens. The shit happens all the fucking time. Now, I'm not gonna say it. I've never really, to my knowledge, been in a situation with a man where he ain't want to fuck with me because of my complexion. I think that was like in junior high school as a grown-up. Why? Because I have pretty privilege. And whether I realize it or they realize it, it overts my complexion. And that's just the reality of the shit. And there's a lot of, and I know there's a lot of other dark skin, and I'm Panamanian. And I'm considered exotic to a lot of people. Black, I don't know. I'm black, but niggers. Anyway, that's just the reality of what it is. And I would be an asshole. I would be a horrible fucking asshole to not acknowledge the other black girls who go through this shit and don't have the privilege that Cash Doll may have. No, they don't. 223 things have a lot. According to them, they have a lot of Indian in them. No, baby, they have a lot of Caucasian in them. A lot of them be in their feelings when they take that test, boy. They need something else in them. They need something else in them so they could feel less black. But majority of them, they ain't got no Indian in them. They got the white slave master in them. She said it was an Asian doll. Yeah, child, I was confused when I made this. When I set it up, I was like, wait, she got how many names? Oh. Sonia said, growing up, all she saw was light-skinned people, dog and dark-skinned people. Queen says in 2020, people still call people African booty scratchers. I'm African. It didn't happen to me yet. That's little kid shit. That's where that shit starts stemming from. That's elementary school shit, junior high school shit. And that's when these things get imprinted into people's psyches. That's why you have these too many dark-skinned girls, too many dark-skinned girls not understanding their worth. Shit, half of the time on this channel, how many times on this channel do I stay battling some girl on here, battling the inbred, self-hate that was afflicted to her in the fucking 3rd grade, because I'm telling her she's worthy of not having to fucking go 50-50 with some nigga, because she's worthy not having to, break her back. We don't have to break our backs. Because when you're and when people tell you you have no value, because of your you can't fix you can't change it. Shit, let's not act like it's not a $1 billion industry where they are out here bleaching people's fucking skins. Let's not act like that's not a $1 billion industry. Let's not. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna pretend because you don't want to feel bad today. My fucking phone. Hey Jada, how are you, boo? I don't know why. Let me mute this because they keep every time I make noise, I go to see what the hell is happening. That's my mama. Taylor said, it came from slavery, but we continued it. Yeah, sorry, y'all. The phone rang as soon as I put it in. She said, yeah, because yes, it does come from slavery. It comes from house niggas, feel we get it. But let's not act like we're not the one who perpetuated this through generations. Let's not act like that. Okay, and it's all of us. It's Black Americans. It's Hispanics, Black Latinas. It's all. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Okay, let's not pretend. I've told y'all about y'all know my ex-husband is from the South. The shit I have heard, the shit he used to say, not to me, but the shit that he used to say because he heard, because this one said it because his grandmama or his great grandmother used to say some, just some wild shit. It's like, that's normal. People grew up with that. They have children who grew up like that, who did not reject those notions of, oh, she's a black. Don't have children with her black ass. She's a black. She too black. She too black for our family. She too black. We light. We trying to stay light. She too black. Reject that. She too black. You can't date her. She too black. She can't date him. He too black. And they from down south, they done moved up here to New York, and they do that. And this is just one family. I know a lot. We all know a lot of them. Shit, a lot of us are them. I'll say I am the sister, and if I ever have a son, I am the mother who will tell you don't bring no white bitch to my house. I'm gonna tell you that. Tell you that. You're gonna disappoint mommy. Cinnamon said we all said some dumb shit when we were younger, but the dumb things we said weren't screenshotted nor televised. That's true. Well, it wasn't screenshot or televised in the regular sense of the word, but it is screenshot in the psyche of the little black girl we said it to. I remember junior high school, they used to pick on this girl. She was Haitian. This was before Wyclef Jean and the refugees, and people started liking Haitians. This was before then. They used to pick on this girl so bad, pick on her so bad. She was actually light-skinned, but they used to just pick on her so bad because she was Haitian, right? It was just kind of fucked up. And my stupid ass, one day, I don't know why I did it. I guess, just peer pressure. I don't know. I took her coat and I cleaned the backboard with her fucking coat. The next day, I came back and I apologized to her. I did. The next day, I can't remember her name. It was like it wasn't even junior high. It was like 5th grade. I because I was still in elementary school. I wasn't in junior high school yet. It was like, it had to be like 4th or 5th grade, like the last couple of days of school or some shit. Like I took this girl coat and wiped down the thing board. And I felt fucking horrible. And I came down and I apologized to her the next fucking day because I just like couldn't fucking believe it. That shit is still screenshotted in my motherfucking mind. The shit is probably still in her mind, or at least the other people who did shit to her who never apologized for it, who did not feel, you know, away and just continue to do fuck shit to her. You know? That was fucked up. I try to be a better person. I really, really do. We've all done shit. But you see how I could sit here and acknowledge that shit? There's people who honestly won't acknowledge the shit at nothing. That shit was fucked up what I did. It was horrible. People were laughing. It was bad. It was horrible. And yes, I was only in 5th grade. That doesn't change the price of tea in China. It doesn't change the fact that I did it. It doesn't change the fact that I did it. It doesn't change the fact that it was one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. And I've done a lot of shit. Y'all know I done been in jail before. But that was one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. But I am aware enough to recognize that. How many people, shit, it's grown-ups who aren't fucking aware themselves. So Erin said she grew up being cute for a brown girl. Like, what the fuck does that mean? But thank you to her mama. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, you know, it's just like, Taylor said African booty scratch is definitely a colorist term. Of course it is. Of course it is. She said, Lori said, light-skinned sister that don't stand up for our dark-skinned sisters. You are no different than racist white people. Shame on you. She said, mine says, my color changed through the years. My grandmother's cousin always forgot which one I am. She keep asking my grandmother for the light-skinned one she saw before. My grandfather be like, my grandmom be like, it's the same girl. That's how it be. She said, Haku, whatever Barbie is an Asian term, she believes. You know, I'm not going to knock Nikki for it because I did see an interview semi-recently. With AKA the last year. Okay, I don't know. But Nikki was interviewing with somebody, y'all. Don't ask me who. And y'all know I have I made a lot of videos about Nikki, so I am not a Nikki stan or fan like that. I fucks with Nikki. I ain't got no beef with her besides, you know, but whatever. That's not the point. They were asking Nicki Minaj, light-skinned self, child. They were asking her what it's like to be a dark-skinned girl in the industry. Oh, we got a member! K Fitness is our first wait, hold on. I gotta put this shit on the screen, child. Wait. Yay! We got our first member. Thank you so much. Oh God, I have to learn how to work it. I'm gonna have member chats and all of that stuff where like I'm gonna shut it off where only members can chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate y'all so much. But listen, Nicki Minaj. Let's get back to Nicki Minaj because I just got hyped. I really did get hyped. I got hyped. My first member. Anyway, so this motherfucker, black man. Was he black? It don't even matter. It don't even matter. I was asking Nikki what it was like to be a dark-skinned rapper. And Nikki was taken aback for a second, the Sagittarius. This is one of them times where I appreciate the Sagittarius in a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that in a bitch, Nicki Minaj basically said, the difficulties she has seen in the industry, but very eloquently, again, verbatim, I don't know, but she basically was like, but I personally wouldn't know about that because, I'm not like brown skin or even, I'm not dark skin. I'm not even brown skin. I'm light skin. So I don't have those same sort of challenges, but these are the challenges that I see that they go through, so I appreciated the hell out of that. I don't appreciate Nicki Minaj too much all the time, but that one, I was like, all right, sis. They talking about YG. We all know YG is a colorist. A lot of these dudes are colorists. Again, but like I said, if you're a dark-skinned man, let me just say this. If you're a dark-skinned man and who have the audacity to say some shit like that with a black mother, what does that say about how you respect your mother? To speak like that. Because if your mother was that type of mother, your mother would have drop kicked you in the face to say some shit like that. A dark-skinned man coming from a dark-skinned mother who he respects. Because, a lot of niggas run around talking about they love and respect their moms, but they honestly don't. They don't. A lot of these motherfuckers don't respect their moms because a lot of the times that's a video for another day, child. We've talked about this before, but I don't really want to get into that. But a lot of them just don't. A situation was created in their lives where they just don't respect their moms. Okay? And when you don't respect them, shit like this can happen. Because no nigga in the world who has respect for his black ass mama is going to fix his face to say some shit like that. Ever. Unless his mama been saying that her whole life to him. He ain't gonna say never. Ronnie said, who else here is looking for this revolution months forward? Are the same black men we know are colorists that are plastering black women marching on their walls now gonna F with black women on July 1st? Again, I think it's about our culture, what we deem acceptable and what we don't deem acceptable. I believe we as mothers have a responsibility to raise our girl children and our boy children to value black bodies. I believe that. It all comes from home. Because can you stop? Just wash the fucking cushions. You go shaking on my couch. Put your ass away. Anyway, it comes from us. I believe that. I believe it comes from the examples that you show, and look at Sierra Man, Russell Wilson, right? Look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson went from a white girl to fucking Sierra. Russell Wilson's mother. Did y'all see Russell Wilson's mother? Did you see his black mother and how, again, we don't know their private life, but how she reminds me of Sierra. A man will always go for what is a man or woman. You know how people say women date men like they daddies, right? Right? Same shit. Unless you are just a bad example of a mother and have your son like Future. Future said, Mr. 85 baby daddy, we've had this discussion before many a times. There was interviews where Future said his mom's basically had a revolving door of niggas. Niggas ain't respect his mom. She had a revolving door of niggas. You know, he had a whole bunch of uncles. They used to come and fuck his mom when they felt like it. Now, you confused as to why Future behaves the way he acts? Are we confused? Because as some women do that and don't comprehend how those things affect their sons and their daughters. Those things actually affect your son, in my opinion, more than the daughter. Am I going over your head, or are you here with a bitch? You here with me? You here with me? All right, just making sure. She said, I'm rocking with you while completing my 3-mile walk. Thank you. It made it easy today. Thank you, Nurse Angel. I appreciate that. This colorism, again, in all cultures, and all races, but to act like it's not, hold up, there's a lot of comments here. To act like it's not, is bullshit. Cinnamon says the mother is the main and first nurturer. She also says nobody said that fathers can't live on their kids, but the mother also has most influence on the kid, has more influence on the kids than the fathers. That's why people are the first one to blame the mothers when their kids turn. Well, I believe that we should be raised in 2-family households. We all know that. We all know what I believe. Point blank, period. Too many of us are not being raised in 2-family households. Are we going to go there today? Fuck it. Let's go there today. I got time. Y'all got somewhere to go? I ain't got nowhere to go. Even though New York City opened up today, a bitch ain't, no, I'm going out tomorrow and protest, but that's it. Where do we fucking start? Okay, because y'all trying to get me started. So let's get started on this shit. First of all, I believe there should be 2-parent households. Okay, number one. But the woman is the nurturer of the household. She is the nurturer. She is the one who's supposed to be protecting and raising the children. The man is supposed to be out working, making sure shit happens, right? When we are in these situations, when too many of us are in these situations where the woman has to be the breadwinner of the home, especially with these girl children, boy children, whatever, it messes up the dynamics when there's not male influence. You know, that's why we have so many men out here who, you know, equate Black women with the struggle because they've watched their mother through the struggle. You know, that's where the strong Black woman trope come in that I can't, y'all know can't stand it. I'm so happy to see people just like trying to like reject that shit now. You know, we've been talking about that shit for 2 years. I hate when somebody tells me I'm strong because it makes me feel like you're trying to say I'm a man. I'm not. I am a feminine woman. Okay, I cry, I'm weak, and I need a strong man. I am not it. Okay, I am not it. Okay, but too many of our children are raised with these warped sense of womanhood, you know, and then you turn around and, you know, then you get these grown ass men who, when they talk about Black women, you know, we made a video about it the other day. Like the first thing they say is, you know, that we're strong, that we can deal with anything, that, you know, the world, you know, no. But then these are the same men who somebody was talking about earlier, who only date Caucasian or mixed race women. Why? Because they don't want a man. Because everything, when they start talking about you strong, independent Black woman, everything, I don't give a fuck what you say. Everything that they start talking about and describing to me sounds like a nigga. It sounds like I don't want you. I don't ever, my man, my girl, ladies, I don't ever want somebody to be like, yeah, because you a strong woman. If a nigga tell you strong, he trying to work you like a fucking horse. We don't need to be strong. Do them Caucasian ladies need to be strong? Do the mixed girls need to be strong? I don't want to be strong. We do everything, okay? We pay our bills. We do what we have to do, just like everybody else. Why we have to have this extra male trope thrown on us? No. And it's not attractive. I've said that to y'all so many times. It's not attractive. It's not attractive. It's not attractive to be the strong black woman. It's not attractive to be able to just deal with everything. We're not work fucking horses. We're not mules. We're not. And we need to stop. And this is for us. We need to stop taking that. Yeah, because I'm a strong black woman. No, you're just a black woman. You're a feminine, beautiful black woman. Breathe that into your soul. Breathe that into your soul. Breathe that. Give off that. Stop giving off. And I say this all the time. And normally in the dating videos, but we on colorism. So I guess the shit, whatever. Breathe that into your life. Exude that. Exude your feminine charm. No, and trust me. Exude that. And it'll be a lot easier for you in relations to men than being some strong ass black woman who can deal with the world being tossed on her fucking shoulders. You ain't gonna toss no world on my shoulders, boo. That's not how this work over here. She said, as a single mother raising 2 black boys, I teach them how to treat and love on our black women. Also to get married and have family and love on their family. There you go. And you just tell them. It don't have to be, it ain't nothing like, oh yeah, because you ain't bringing no more wife. Just, we have black families over here. We married, we have black wives. It's nothing about bashing anyone else. It's just, we have black families over here. It's nothing wrong with having a black wife. I think some of the times sometimes we put that in our kids' heads. Too many people put it in their kids' heads by things that they say. And maybe not even to the kids, but things you say to your homegirl or your homeboy. But again, while your 5-year-old is sitting there playing Legos, he's hearing all of this. Queen said, I'll say to you, Jovi, when you witness your mother or father call a child a black bee or say something, crispy black ass women, shit. If a daughter does not love her looks, it's not a pure reflection on only mom. It's also on a father. And I'm pretty sure any child that dislikes herself notice what her father pays attention to. Damn, that too. But again, who are we breeding with? You're right. You're right, Jada. You're 100% right. And who are we breeding with? And again, that leads to not just having babies with a nigga because he cute and whatnot, because he popping and whatnot. Actually, when we create families, it's like these things you're supposed to know before you get pregnant by a motherfucker. You know? Is he going to be ideal? Is he going to be ideal to raise your dark-skinned daughter? My dad, y'all know my dad he been married 3 times. He's always married a dark-skinned woman. Always. We go from, fair all the way to me darker than me, I've never seen, again, your father's the first love of your life, right? I've never seen my dad or heard my dad ever comment negatively on somebody's complexion, on a dark skinned woman's complexion, ever. I can say that. I can say that. I have not seen a lot of people in my, but again, that's me. That's not a lot of people. I do have lighter skin cut female that, act a little crazy. Back in the day, they act a little crazy, but at least and even in those situations, like I got some cousins who did act a little crazy back in the day, like light skin situations, we're grown-ups now, and they could acknowledge that they were acting a fucking douchebag back in the day. No beef. That's it. You were a little douchey because somebody told you you were special because you were light skinned, boo. What did we used to tell her? We used to tell her she didn't know how to act in the daytime. She only knew us at nighttime. She didn't know us in the daytime. She only knew us at nighttime. Child, but again, at 40, she's older than me. But at 40, whatever, even at our 20s, she was able to recognize I was a little high yellow asshole when I was little. And that was fucked up. My bad. That's all. That's it. That's all it really has to be said. That's it. To acknowledge the shit. But to just sit up and act like that shit didn't happen? No, bitch. That's triggering. That's triggering. That is triggering as fuck. Shout out to Kay for being our first member. Hey. Taylor said, we keep forgetting majority of us brought up in single homes. So if the mother hates her skin or dark skin, the child is doomed. That's why it's preached for a parent. That's why I preach for a 2-parent household. Yes, I do. I preach for it. Her thing come up all see there. Now I see her comments. They stand out. This is so dope. Her comments come up a different color, so I could peek them automatically. Ciao. She said, I take up for black people. We all black and bad is beautiful in all shades. Very true. Let me try to, because we are past an hour. I don't know how the fuck we do this all the time. Okay. She said, Timon said, I've heard some effed up colorist saying from light-skinned people, but I also heard from dark-skinned people who feel better than them because of their facial features and type 3 hair. Yeah, like Cash Doll. Yeah, they want to act like that shit. Also, I was watching, I'm not even going to say who she is. She's a YouTuber. I'm not going to tell you what type of content she make, nothing. Because if I do, then everybody because it's not a lot of black girls who do what she do. But she's a black girl with like she got like 3 hair, right? And they're talking about, we're all talking about racism and, things that are out now. And she made a video recently explaining her take on racism and her take on racism. And she basically said, she said she's never experienced racism. Okay. She I can't tell you what she does. But she basically said she's never experienced racism. She's experienced backhanded comments, like, oh, are you sure you black? Oh, your hair is this, your hair is that. But again, in a way, that's racism. And when she was saying that, I'm like, she's experienced it, but she just hasn't realized it. You know, like I said, it's a lot easier. It comes off a little easier, a little kinder for her, because she looks like even though she is, I believe she's full black, you know, she looks like an other. She looks like she could be mixed with the other. So it doesn't come off so harsh for her. And I found it very interesting. I guess people went in on her in her DMs, so she decided to make her stance, you know, how she feel about color in this, you know, in this environment video. And I didn't even watch the whole video. I swear to you, I watched only like 5 minutes of it because I just couldn't watch no more, because I was just like, girl, give you a couple of years, you know. But just like Cash Doll and not left eye, chili, you know, that sort of look. Like, you need to recognize that privilege. It's a privilege to be able to say, oh, you know, my hair is like this, you know, I'm not as dark, I look like I could be, you know, something else. That's a privilege. And you need to recognize that for what it is. He said Future is disgusting. Demi, hi baby, how are you? He said doing the same thing his mother did. He needs to go to therapy. But that's my point. Most people do the exact same thing they grew up with. So if you grew up in a home, in an environment that degraded women, if you grew up watching your mama get fucked up, you're more than likely gonna fuck up some girl, right? If you watch as a girl your mama getting fucked up, some nigga probably gonna beat your ass. Okay? If you grow up hearing, you know, people saying disparaging things about darker skinned women and praising lighter skinned women, that's what you're gonna, you know, let's not act like this is just not the reality of the world. If you grow up seeing, you know, disrespect towards your mom, if nobody respected your mom, how could you even comprehend what it is to respect a woman? You didn't even see no nigga do it to your own mom. Deep, right? Yeah. I should have been a therapist. Mm. Okay, let me go through some of these. Ronnie saying, take your daughters off the front line. That's not their place. Let the men tango with other male cops and their rubber bullets and pepper spray. You think I'm taking a rubber bullet for a black man? I don't know. For anybody. I'm going tomorrow. My child asked me if she could go. She cannot go. She can't. She can't go. She cannot go. Okay? I'm not happy when I saw that little girl marching, because this is not a regular march. You can get hurt. I heard a girl died. Some girl died from getting from the pepper spray in Ohio or some shit. Look, white girl, but nonetheless, someone died from the pepper spray. Okay, this is what I say when I say take our daughters. Don't need. I saw a little girl. She's a little girl to me, but she's probably like 17. You know, kneeled down in front of the police. Y'all saw the picture. Thin girl kneeled down in front of the cops with her fist up. It's beautiful and it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I saw a group of white men in Boston. Was it Boston? I think it was Boston. Surveying their block. You know, they're going to protect the cops. They're going to protect the cops. There was one white woman with them. I looked. I was looking through their crowd. There was one white, and she was all the way in the back. It was one woman with them. It was all men. This is what I say when I said a little while ago about we not needing. Like, I'm going to walk tomorrow. Things get hefty. I'm out because nobody's going to body slam me. Okay, I'm not here for that. I'm a woman. I'm not doing that. Nobody's going to body slam me. No one's going to do anything that may affect my, that may, bruise me up. And no, I'm not built for that. I am a soft woman. Okay. We are not men. They're out here tossing people, tossing women like nothing. It's no regard. But again, we have to regard ourselves. I say that a lot of that is on us. We have to regard ourselves. That's why I don't like when I see even women jumping up in men's faces and all of this shit. I don't like all of that. I don't do all of that. I don't like all of that. I think that is nasty. I think all of that is manly and does not need to be done. The same way I think, when I hear women talk about all of, I could do it by my damn self. And you will. Or you'll have a man and you'll still do it all by your damn self. And you will. I really, truly believe we need to be just better. Hey, Paul. She said her skin color is in the middle of the struggle. Okay, let's speed this up a little bit. She said, I know how to act in the nighttime. Wait, are we talking about the same thing? She said in Boston, Puerto Ricans consider themselves black. Most, not all. Yeah, because them Irish will let you know real fast that you ain't white. A lot of other Hispanics sometimes get confused. She said, we have both our hair and complexion. People, men, women, black, white, always spoke about brown skin girls and always thought they had the most beautiful complexion. She said, Team Asian doll. Slime, you're going to have to rewind because we spoke about that already, girl. I didn't like it either. It's not safe. And they already use masculine as an insult. Please stop using your black daughters as Wakanda princesses. Yeah, no. I'm not doing it. My kid definitely not doing it. There's other ways for you to be in the fight than to put your body in harm's way. We are women. We are feminine. We need to live that and be that. You can't be running around doing all these masculine fucking things and then surprise when a black man doesn't see you as feminine. Or doesn't see you as womanly enough. It's way too much mannish behaviors happening. And I say that knowing that I act like a dude sometimes. I say that knowing that I act like a dude sometimes. And I work on that. I've been working on that for years. Y'all should have saw me when I was young. But I think I still, and even when I feel like sometimes I do this shit. But I am very feminine in a lot of other ways. I'm just not body slamming me. I'm not doing that. doing that. Mm-mm. Body slam him. She said, Jada said, yes, Jovi. People were praising the thought of a 4 or 5-year-old girl marching in an angry face saying no justice, no peace. Why is little mama out there? That's a dangerous atmosphere. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. 100% dangerous. Not my child. Not my child. Not my child. She should be somewhere home playing with dolls. She should be somewhere home playing with dolls, playing with her little teacup set. Okay, she should be home playing with dolls, playing with her little teacup set. Where's she got a brother? Why his ass ain't out there? Why they think, people always say, because, the women on the front line, because where's the niggas? Get the fuck off the front line. I ain't gonna be on nobody's front line. Are you crazy? No, because that's not my job as a woman. As a woman, that's no woman's job. No other race throws their, has their women, no. And I'm not it. I'm not. Ronnie says, Black women are targets to these pigs. They're shooting rubber bullets at people's faces, which is against protocol. Trump is turning cops into brown shirts. Nazis. It's dangerous. Please don't forget to like this channel, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. And if you have not noticed, we have memberships now. So join and support your girl. Okay, join. I'm gonna learn how to do it better because again, I just turned it on yesterday. But we're gonna have member only chats very soon, and very soon. And Kay gonna fuck around and be the only one allowed to comment. Oh my God. She said, hello. He said, who aren't being fully like a man? Yeah. They were trying to give him a heads up because they liked him. Otherwise, he wasn't a bad man. He just wasn't a man suddenly. What are y'all talking about? Hold up. Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to be but those situations happen way too often where you end up feeling masculine. Like you're the nigga of a relationship. Like I don't want to be the man in a relationship. I swear to you, if I'm in that position, that's why so many women are angry and disrespect the fuck out of so many men because they've been put in these masculine ass positions that whether they acknowledge it or not, they don't want to be in. I don't want to be in it. You can't put me in a nigga's place and then you bring your ass in here trying to beat on your chest. I'm the nigga in here. Like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm the nigga in here. What you mean, bruh? What you mean? She said, no shame to my mama, but I was talking to a dark-skinned guy and she asked me if I was sure I wanted to date him because our babies would be black. Doll, I spoke about that earlier. And thank you for your example because that is 100% true. So many mamas do that. Self-hate much? They do that to their girls and their boys. He sure you want to get with him? He's a black. You're gonna have black babies. And have some black babies. Anyway, we out of here, y'all. We out of here. We've been here for an hour and almost 40 minutes. And I had a good conversation with y'all. I'm glad we brought up this topic because this topic speaks to a lot of things we talk about on this channel, colorism, angry black woman syndrome. Where the fuck does a lot of that shit come from? And how to fix it. We can always, you can't change what has already happened. I think a lot of women, a lot of these dark-skinned women, these including me, like I gave y'all an example with like one of my cousins back in the day, just acknowledging the shit that I was an asshole. Just acknowledging the shit. But just to fight back like it's not true is re-triggering as fuck. And it doesn't help anything. And like Doll just said, it happens. We always sit up all the time and say, but black men don't date black women and black men don't date dark-skinned women. But who are the women who raise these black men? Because I bet you money, if I was to ever have a son, he would date and marry a black woman. Who are the women who are raising these boys? Those are the same women and mothers who they don't realize. Okay, I'm not saying they don't realize what they're saying when they say, you sure you want to date her because, or him, because when you have a baby, the baby going to be so black. This is this kind of conversation these children, these little boys have been hearing, their mothers talk about with their friends and their cousins or, to them directly forever. We have to raise better. We as women, we as people, we as black people, we have to make better choices and raise better. We have to raise our kids better. We have to raise our kids better. We have to actually put thought and effort and think about what the fuck we're doing and not just do it because, our parents did it. It wasn't a big deal. It is a big deal because this shit should not be happening. Okay. And just like it's systemic bullshit outside our community, it's systemic shit inside as well. Okay. She said, but she's open to white guys if they had money. They're going to get them nice mixy babies. She said her mom messed her up over her hair. You see how I could see Kay's comment? They so green and beautiful. Anyway, I'm done. Oh, okay, I'm done. All right, we done. We out of here, y'all. Like I said, tomorrow I will be out early, so y'all may get a live streams from me. If not here on Instagram, okay, early. Because we heading out early to do whatever. I'm not saying where I'm going and how. I'm not doing all of that because the feds be watching. The feds be watching. But I'm going to do my thing. But no, your girl is not getting into no shit. It's shit going left. I'm leaving. Okay, why? Because I'm a lady. Okay, I live in my femininity, and ain't no white man gonna beat my ass. Okay. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden because there's no other way to live it. Did y'all notice my side pony? Did y'all like my side bun last minute? I think it was so cute. All right, I'm done.